Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is an interesting looking morning outside this morning because yesterday, after the gorgeous day we had, it's looking like a little bit overcast. Not even sure if we've had some rain overnight. Um, but anyway, it's a beautiful day regardless. We're alive. It's vibrant and energy, and it's just so gorgeous. Life is. I'm rosboundy psychic medium bringing you the daily card spread reading. Today I'm not using lenormand, I'm using the Kipper deck. So let's go across and see what they have to say for us. Whoops, I just noticed that's a wee bit high. Low, high, whatever it is. Oh goodness, I had some technical issues, so yeah, the brain's going a bit. Here we go. Here's the cards. And you can tell from the light on the table that it's a bit weird. Now the sun's just starting to shine out and it's putting a weird colour through it. A bit yellowish, isn't it? Golden. Anyway, here's the Kipper deck card cover, the box that they come in. So it's a fortune telling deck. It's actually created, this one with the artwork, it's created by Ciro Marchetti. Beautiful artwork. That's why I've got these decks that are his creation. I just love his artwork. And here's the guidebook. So I'll be using that shortly because Kipper, I'm still not 100% sure of what the meanings are as an in-depth, and you can get the feeling from them from the label, sort of. I like to get the interpretation of the creator. Right, card 16, the one in the centre, is our theme for the day, so it's thoughts. Then we have at the left the home situation, which is card 23, the courthouse. And on the right, we have the work situation. So it's card 6, mature woman, which happens to be the one that's on the cover of the guidebook. So interesting, isn't it? I'll just zoom in. We'll see what they present with in a bit more detail. And I'll grab the guidebook. So I've got that to hand. And good morning to you, Shaz. Good morning, Roz. Up and enjoying a green tea. Oh, it's an interesting beverage. I don't even know if I've still got any of that one left in my house. I just love my coffee. And I do have one to hand if I need it. And now let's go to card 16 with the thoughts. And that is, as you can tell, very thoughtful. Here we've got this card represents the thoughts of a man the questioner is interested in. Let me rephrase that. This card represents the thoughts of a man the questioner is interested in. So technically we're the questioner. So it's from our own perspective as being the one asking the questions is what it means. So from our perspective individually, we're thinking of a man that we're interested in. So that's the initial part of the interpretation. His thoughts are positive, and especially when it's not touching other cards, such as this card could also mean making plans. Now, it does say here the other cards that it might be touching. Now, we only have 3 cards, so, and I've put them in a particular spread that I like to use. Now, the Lenormand and the Kipper deck as well historically they are for grand tableau readings, grand tableau, grand table, big table, the whole lot of them laid out together. So we don't read them in that perspective with our little mini readings on the morning, these ones in the morning. So the thoughts are as they are. So this card is perhaps Kipper's greatest gift. At last, a card directly addressing thoughts and matters of the mind. So this card is generally positive. Here we meet the artist in his studio, adrift in his vision and struggling to realise his perfect portrait of a lady. While traditionally called his thoughts, it may also represent the sitter's own concerns, preoccupations and obsessions. So we do need to read the cards around this, which we will, because this being the theme, it does include that which is the home space and the workspace, because that's how I've enjoyed using these readings in this little mini spread. Okay, so when surrounded by thoughts will reveal that you may thoughts may reveal things you didn't want to know, or more abstractly, it can describe a thoughtful person when next to a significator or other character card. Well, I figure that the Kipper is pretty much all character cards, it seems to me. May even indicate the need for contemplation and meditation. So I think that's probably more to the point of what we're looking at with our theme today. It is putting thought to anything that you are experiencing rather than just jumping in feet first and acting. So it's that thinking, it's the creation, the manifesting, the thought process bringing us onto our journey if we choose to. It's not necessary that you have to follow every single thought to its completion, to a completion, but it certainly is bringing those and gathering together in the mind so that you can actually discern, judge, have a closer look at what's the thought process behind something you're looking at. All those types of things that come into the mind. That is our thoughts, isn't it? So allow them to flow, but there are going to be some that will stick, others that will just keep flowing and going and flowing. Let it happen. Be mindful about what your thoughts are today, though. That's what I'm feeling. And yes, maybe you do need to do a quiet sit down and meditation. Okay, think of the options and the opportunities you have with that today. Now we've got Fiona saying hello. Whoopsie, a few comments coming in all at once there. And there's Fiona. Good morning, Ros Gurley and Sharon Gurley, and all around the globe. The good afternoon or good evening. Thanks, Fiona, for that. And Sharon, you're going to catch up with your son and his family for brunch later. Well, that's going to be a wonderful experience, isn't it? Having family get-togethers is fun, can be interesting, stimulating, all sorts of things, isn't it? And Sharon saying hi, Fiona, and sending love and healing vibes to you. And we've got the numbers. Thank you so much, Fiona, for the numbers. The day number of 4 and the numbers altogether of the cards is a 7, which add those together and it's 11 as an overall number for our day with this reading. Okay, powerful, powerful, powerful from the angel realm. Okie dokie, now we go to the courthouse in the home space. And it is a somewhat challenging card. So here we meet a solicitor coming from proceedings in his wig white collar and gown. This card means lawsuits, court proceedings, divorces, wills, contracts, taxes, disputes, and all legal matters. But your solicitor is capable, so the outcome could be good if near you or near enabling cards. So far away, it can be with other challenging cards. Beware. And this is that reference to the grand tableau. Grand tableau, the big table laid out with all 36 cards, or whatever number there is. Actually, I'm not too sure what the Kipper's got. I'm assuming the Kipper has 36 as the lenormand does. Just going to look at the back of the booklet just to see what the last number actually is. Oh no, it's 39. There you go, it's got 39 in it. So there's the threes. Love it. Okay, you may want to settle if it is near challenging cards. Well, I don't think thoughts is challenging or the mature woman, so I really feel that whatever it is that you're having discussions about or conflict over or whatever is challenging you at the moment, put into it the perspective of your positives. Really think through what is going to be the good outcome, that whatever it is you're moving towards in a positive way, it really is that shift that's going to bring about the good outcomes in your home space. It's not really about a matter of winning for the sake of winning. It's finding the optimal solution. That's the words I'm getting, optimal solution. And then moving forward with it in a good and positive way so that it's going to be of benefit to the whole family and you yourself as far as those thoughts go. Put some deep thought into it and see the success behind it that's going to be the result. Okay. And Fiona there has responded to Sharon. Yeah, thank you, Sharon Gurley, for best rest well. Exactly. And Max, oh, thanks, Max. Thanks, Ros. Headed to a group reading tonight. Oh, wow. That'll be wonderful. have fun with that because it'll be your 1st of November. What's the day after the Halloween? There is a name for it, I think. Um, yeah, I'm not as up to date with all that knowledge as I probably could be, but I figure what I need to know comes into my mind at the right time, and Spirit helps me with that one. And Fiona's inside out the backyard and coming from the front, it's raining. That's the weather. It's going to be an interesting day with the weather out at North Adelaide. Yes, yeah, and we'll probably get some of that too, as it might drop down south a bit. Who knows? All weather is perfect for whatever we're needing at the time. We just don't see it as little humans, do we? Anyway, let's have a look at the mature woman, card 6, in the workspace. So we meet this gracious lady of a certain age in an elaborate day dress as she sits in her salon. A mature woman, she generally listens to your concerns, offering aid and good advice. Some also look above this card to see what's on her mind. Now, we don't have that sort of layout, so it's not that important at the moment. So she is important female relatives such as grandmothers, mothers, stepmothers, mothers-in-law, aunts, godmothers, etc. She can also be female authority figures, the executives, the guides, or the teachers, and being in the workplace position. That's more than likely what this is going to be. Even though we are on a Sunday, it could be that it is your day of rest, your day of worship. Really having that time off, hence the time to put your thoughts into action and think what positives, what are going to be the possible positive outcomes of anything that might be a little in contention. We have the input of this mature woman coming forward and being able to give us that balanced view of what the masculine and feminine are in what could be a positive outcome. You've got to think it through and think into, bring those thoughts into reality as the positives, as if it is already happening, okay? Or use affirmations if you need to, if that's something that you like to use. Positive thoughts, all that realm and round of the thinking into reality, okay? So that's what I'm feeling from this. Time to orient towards a wise woman with that mature woman there. And it can show an influential female person who's strong and well educated that's in your realm. It does feel to me like there is going to be some form of collaboration or seeking advice today from those who are wise and thoughtful as well. Okay, so there we go. Now, here we go for, there we go. What Fiona has mentioned after I said there is a name for the day after Halloween, All Hallows Eve and all the rest of it. Sanity Day, November the 1st, Soul Day, November 2nd. There you go. I knew there was something with it. There we go. The day number date. That is a 4. Yep. So that's what you'd had on the conjoined, the two number reading, the one that's got the day number there with the date, that day number, and the cards, numerology of the cards is the 7. So I was adding them together to be that 11. You've redone them, have you? 1623. And the 6 is 18 is the 9. Oh, so the first one was not correct. I think 16 and 23. I'm just going to 29, 25, 36, 9. Yes, correct. The correct number there is a 9. There we go. It's all okay. Sometimes there can be mistakes made. That was corrected, so it's still a good number because it's the 3s. The multiples of 3s in our cards today. Look, whatever is your messaging that comes through from your spirit guides, trust that. Trust your inner self as well for what you've got coming from that depth of connection with your spirit guides. And it does seem that there is needing to be some breaths taken, some meditative thoughtfulness happening through your day to day. Each and every one of us needs to do that at some point. So go out into your day today and have a fun, relaxing time with family or not, or solo. Look, it is going to be what you need for your day today. So commune with your spirit guides. Trust your inner self. Be the best that you can be in whatever you're doing throughout your day today. And here we've got a lovely last blessing from Fiona. Thank you, Ros Gurley and Sharon Gurley, and all around the globe. The good afternoon or good evening. And it is Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. And from me, be the best you. See you tomorrow, and namaste.